I've been in automotive for 18 years, and I've never been around this many women who want to be around automotive and enjoy it and love it. It's an amazing event. My name is Bethany Bowman. I am from Kansas City, Missouri, and I own Gear Jammers Automotive, and I am a Femcanic.
You're listening to Femcanic Garage, the podcast that features women in the automotive and motorsports industries. A community that elevates, empowers, and evolves by smashing stereotypes and breaking down barriers for women. I'm your host, Jamie Blossman. Buckle up for the ride, Femcanics. Hello, fellow Femcanics. Well, I attended the 2019 Women in Machine event today in San Antonio, Texas. Today's podcast is all about the women who attended and ran this event. There are some moments in life where you feel something special is happening. Today, this was one of those events for me when you just know you're surrounded by greatness. Women uplifting women, supporting women. You just know you're part of something special. How about we get to it?
Hi, my name's Edith Huff. I'm a high school auto shop teacher in Georgetown, Texas, and I'm a Femcanic.
My name's Courtney Ashworth. I have been doing this a little over a year. I work at Insera Nissan, and I'm a Femcanic.
My name is Diana Copeland. I go to St. Philip's College, and I'm studying to become an automotive technician, and I am a Femcanic.
My name is Lena Ferguson. I live in New Orleans, Louisiana. I go to Delgado Community College for general automotive studies, and I am a Femcanic.
I'm Julia Longoria. I'm 35 years old, and I'm a Femcanic.
Name's Stacy. I live in Marion, Texas. Right now, restoring a 79 Chevy pickup, and I'm a Femcanic.
I'm Izzy. I own a 1970 VW Campmobile. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and I'm a Femcanic.
I'm Rana Ramirez. I'm 6 years old, and I'm a Femcanic.
This event gave women the opportunity to learn to weld for the first time and not just talk about it in lecture. We're women that actually got in there and learned how to do their first welds. There were under the hood basics, changing a tire, pinstriping. It was absolutely amazing. And it wasn't the demonstrations that made this event so amazing. What made this event next level was the community. It was the amazing women that were there supporting each other, reaching out to each other, allowing themselves to be vulnerable amongst each other. You know, it's interesting in these events that you go to them and you think that you'll give something back, but what you end up getting is so much more from the people around you. It's the support that made this so amazing. It was the Q&A at the end where women had the opportunity to ask candid questions. And I'll be honest, I wasn't sure what kind of questions would pop up in the Q&A at the end. Like I said, the demonstrations and the hands-on was just amazing. But what took this event to the next level was the Q&A at the end. The struggles that the women had, the support or lack of support, and being able to find that support amongst each other. And when I stepped back and listened to the women and the panelists respond to the women, I realized how much we really are the same. I'm starting this podcast, and it is about women in the automotive and motorsports industry, or the diehard hobbyist that wants to be taken seriously. And I'm no different than all of you in figuring this out and having the naysayers and the people challenge you and oh, that's interesting. The passive, I don't really support you, or I think what you're doing is weird and why are you doing it? What I can tell each of you is that we are all in this together. You're not alone. My goal of this podcast is to give each and every one of you women something to listen to each week that maybe is a pick-me-up. Or maybe it's just you knowing, hey, I'm not alone in this. There are other women out there that are going through the same thing that I'm going through. And they were able to get through it. And you know what? If they can do it, I can do it too. And those naysayers, It is so hard, especially if it's a family member or someone that you love and care about greatly. They just don't support you. Matter of fact, they blatantly tell you not to do it. And then there's just the hecklers and the people who try to cut you down along the way. Brene Brown, she does studies around vulnerability, and it's absolutely fascinating work. If you haven't checked out her TED Talk, I would strongly recommend checking out her TED Talk. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a link in the description of this podcast that you can link out to watch it. It's absolutely amazing. But what she talks about is, and simply says, I don't have time for the people that are not in the arena. And what she means by that is, it is really easy for someone to sit on the outside that is not pursuing their own dreams and share their opinions about what you should or shouldn't be doing, or if you're doing it well or not doing it well. I want to share with you The Man in the Arena. It was written by Theodore Roosevelt, and it's pretty powerful. Here it goes. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. This is reserved for us, who is heavily involved in our commitment in our situation that requires us to be courageous, build our skills and tenacity, opposed to those cowards that are sitting on the sidelines watching us, critiquing us, and telling us that we shouldn't do it. We are the women in the arena. If you want me to listen to your constructive feedback and critiques, then you get in the arena with me and you put yourself out there with me. That vulnerability to open yourself up for that feedback and that criticism. And until you do that, I will not make time for you and I will not give you my energy. I have made tons of mistakes and I just started. I officially launched Femcanic at the end of February, not even 2 full months. And I have made a ton of mistakes. My website isn't even completely up yet. Recorded my first podcast. I thought I was recording Sierra talking. I wasn't, so we had to redo it, and we were already halfway through the actual interview. And Sierra was gracious with me. I found out when I was recording the I'm a Femcanic at the Women in Machine event. The first 2 recordings that I thought I was doing, I had it on the wrong mic, so it actually wasn't recording it. I mean, the mistakes are absolutely endless, and some are incredibly embarrassing, but you have to keep going. It's okay. I know I'm making progress because I am making mistakes. And there's going to be people that heckle me. There's going to be people that think that what I do is not good in their opinion. And the best thing I can do is do the things and share the things that move me, that come from my heart, and is that genuine place. What I can tell all of you women is that you are not alone. The biggest thing that I got, loud and clear message that I heard at Women in Machine, is women that just want to feel supported, that just want to know that someone believes in them and that they can do it. And I'm here to tell you, I see you, I hear you, and you can do it. We can do this together. And we're not alone. Hang in there, Femcanics. You got this. You can do this. I want to send out a big thank you to Faye, Karen, and Jasmine. You can find Faye at Pistons in Pixie Dust. You can find Karen at Girls in Garage Magazine. You can find Jasmine at Stilettos. Super cool. If you're not linked up with them on Instagram, check them out. They're the co-founders of Women in Machine, which is an amazing nonprofit. If you haven't attended the Women in Machine event yet, there is one scheduled for Massachusetts in July of 2019. There's also one scheduled in Atlanta, October of 2019. Check out their website, womanandmachine.com. Thanks for spending some time with me. Tonight, I was in the driver's seat. I really hope some of you take the time to shoot me an email, private message me, instant message me, whether you're on Facebook or Instagram. I want to hear your story.
Thanks for listening to the Femcanic Garage Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Femcanic Garage. Check out our website, femcanicgarage.com, for swag and the transcribes for each episode. If you want to help grow this community, do me a favor and subscribe, rate, review, and most importantly, share this podcast. Spread the word. This is Jamie B. signing off. Are you a Femcanic?